everybody, and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. This is the last of the longer Blackpool videos that go with this week in Blackpool. It's Monday the 23rd of January. It's about 3 o'clock. But I've just looked at my watch and I've got no idea what time it said. Let's have a look. Quarter to three. And the sky's quite grey. The sun's starting to go watery. It's getting that end of the day look to it. I've upgraded to my hat because it's damn cold, I might tell you. Especially since I missed the tram. But if you've watched This Week in Blackpool, you'll know that. I've been dabbing the tears off my eyes as I've walked along the seafront. So we're going to go and take a look at something that's already been covered by other vloggers who obviously have got far more energy and far more determination to get to the news first than I have. But nonetheless, it's something that we're going to record for posterity. Because if I turn round and show you the view at the back of me as opposed to the tower, you will see that I am near the Lindeen, which is this blue one, and the St Chads Hotel, which is this one here. And apparently the St Chads is going to be demolished. There is scaffolding all the way around it, so we're going to go and have a look. We're going to go and have a look and see what's happening, because it's nice to be able to look back in time and see what it used to look like. After all, it's been there over 100 years, and then what it looks like in future. So if you're new to the channel, make sure that you give it a subscribe and get those notifications turned on, and then when we do upload new content, you'll get the buzz. And don't forget to make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast weekly email newsletter, because we don't just do YouTube. We publish 8 websites, an email newsletter, social media pages, a great big whopping events calendar, loads of stuff. Let's go and take a look. It's definitely getting lighter at night. It looks gloomy today because it's been a grey overcast day. But the days are definitely getting that little tiny bit longer. And I keep optimistically saying it'll be nice when Blackpool's busy and the sun's shining and people are back here on holiday. It's very strange seeing everything closed. All the hotels closed. This is the time of year when they do the DIY and the refurbishments and the renovations, and it's also the time of year when they go away for a well-deserved rest, because the guys that keep the tourism industry in Blackpool rolling, they work hard, they do. They really work hard. Here comes the tram I was going to catch from Central Shore, and in the end I decided I could get here just as quick, and I did. So there you go, and it'll walk a little bit more fat off. And here's another guy tidying up. Let me see if I can very ladylike get up this wall without showing myself up. Oh, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not as young as I used to be for jumping over walls. It's not even that high either. So, St Chads. Well, it's another bit of a Blackpool mystery at the moment, because the rumour mill has been saying for quite some time that it was going to be demolished. But there doesn't appear to be any factual information about it just yet. So we'll have to watch this space and see. So we're going to have a little look around the building and see if we can see anything. And I'll take some photos, and then I've got something to look back on in another 10 years when we're saying, can you remember? We're going to start off with a little bit of a did you know moment. Did you know that St Chads Road, which is the road just to the other side of the hotel, was the home of the UK and Blackpool's first fixed switchback ride. And a switchback ride was a bit like a sort of a train, a kind of a precursor to this kind of thing, to the to the big dippers and the roller coasters that everybody loves going on today. It was 560 foot long, and it was alongside St Chads Road, opened on the 22nd of July 1887. Goodness me, that's one of the first bits of Blackpool Pleasure Beach history, and they moved it, I believe, up to the Pleasure Beach site. St Chads Terrace was built between Woodfield Road, which is this one, and St Chads Terrace, which is that one. St Chads Road, sorry, in 1891, including what we now know as the St Chads Hotel. And in fact, if you look up there, on the apex of the building, right up there, there is a name sign which says 1891. 3 lifts. I'll wager a bet that they're not working currently. What do you think? So, in 2021, in February, notice was given to all the staff that the management company that looks after the hotel had gone bankrupt, and they were all going to be made redundant without any pay and any back leave, etc. And the hotel shut immediately, and the Lindy closed as well at the same time. That's a very nice hotel actually when you go inside, very big one. The staff didn't get any final furlough payments, they didn't get anything, they were just dispatched. The Lindy and the St Chads are both owned by a Singaporean company called Fragrance, which also owns the Imperial in Blackpool, which is that beautiful big red brick building at North Shore. The management company was bought out by RBH Hospitality Management, and the Lindy reopened pretty much at the time, not a long time after it closed. So it stood empty, nothing's happened, and then all at once this fence went up a couple of weeks ago, and you can see that they're starting to bring stuff out. We're going to go across the road and we're going to go and have a nosy. Now then, call me Miss Marple, but I noticed this little van, civil remediation, and it looks like they do demolition and earthworks and that kind of thing. So I guess they are actually demolishing it, although what they're going to deliver, I'm not entirely sure. But the guys are fetching stuff out and emptying things. I wonder if they've realised that this fence makes them like monkeys at the zoo, that everybody's going to want to know what they're doing. Let's have a look around this corner and see what they've got. Oh, they've gone the other way. That's no good. Well, that's a walking frame that somebody's obviously left in a row. I wonder if they've got any stuff that could be useful to me. There you go, look. There comes another barrow load. I just realised this is a skip full of metal for recycling. Apparently they've walked out and left everything inside. There's furniture, there's needles, there's pillows, there's a pillow and a duvet just in the top of that yellow skip there. So it's going to be demolished. And when it's been demolished, there's going to be a brand new hotel built on this site. And then when that's open for business and occupied, they're going to demolish the Lindy and rebuild the Lindy, and the two are going to be joined together by a bridge over the road, which is exactly the rumour that I'd heard. But that's come straight from the horse's mouth of the guy that's doing the demolition work. So I think this was the Lyric Hotel, this corner. And yeah, that closed some time ago, and you see that's all empty. And there was a chip shop here on this side, and that's been closed since the end of the season. Let's go to the other side of the road, then we don't get killed. So this is St Chads Road, and there's a video that we did about this. I think it was summer 2021 actually. And do you know, it's a lovely little road this. There's loads of really nice places to stay. And when you look at it now, oh, I'd love them letters. I know somebody would love them letters. T-Boy would love them. When you look at it, it looks quite sad. Looks quite sad and desperate. But imagine how much it's costing to knock all this down, never mind how much it's going to cost to rebuild it. And that's quite some demonstration of commitment to Blackpool as a place to invest and a seaside destination. That's quite some investment. The building is enormous. Just look at the size of it. So because you need rooms that have got daylight, they build it backwards, they extend it backwards over the years and add these narrow sort of terrace houses onto the back. And then you get a window, albeit with a bit of an odd view. And the ones that were on the original building have also got access to light as well. Very interesting. These back streets are fascinating. We used to walk hours around these back streets as a kid. So I'm going to take some more photos here, and then we can preserve it for posterity, because this is all set to change. It's all set to look different. Very interesting. Look at these old original stained glass windows on the back of there. Fascinating. Look at that wall. You can see why they're demolishing it and not trying to renovate it. These old buildings, they've got charm and character, but they're an absolute money pit when it comes to maintaining them. Very interesting. We will keep you posted. We will keep popping back. We will keep walking along the prom to have a look, hopefully. Ooh, quiet. Hopefully next time we come back it'll be a little bit warmer. Tell you, turning a 360-degree angle, and there's a building project going on everywhere you look in Blackpool. It's a sure indication that the town is on the up. It's all very exciting. So it's also opposite St Chads tram stop and St Chads headland, which was completed in March 2007, and it was the first of 6 of the new headlands that were added when the seawall was built. And it's in a perfect spot for all these lovely sunsets. So I hope you found that interesting, documenting the changing changing face of the town. If you're a new subscriber, don't forget to make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications. If you're a new viewer, make sure that you've subscribed. And sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. Loads of information on that. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.